Hi, today I'm going to produce a quick video on how to make a tribble. I'm going to make assumptions, two of them. Number one, you've never made a tribble before and you're curious to see what a tribble looks like and how to make it. Or number two, you have made a tribble before but you haven't made it in a while and you just need a refresher. Either way, we're going to reconstruct a tribble for you, and hopefully I can show you maybe a little bit of a tip and a trick that I use when I make a tribble. I want you to look at the screen and you'll see two colors. You'll see the pink and the green. We're going to reconstruct this tribble here. And for the pink, you can see these are all numbers, and the green are all characters. You know they're characters because they have quotation marks around them. Now, when I'm making a tribble, I prefer to do less work than more. So I'm going to do the characters last. I'm going to do the numbers first. The reason I can do that is the characters, as you can see, are all identical in each column. They're all math in the subject column. They're all course level in the CP in the course level column. If they were all different, then my strategy would be a little bit different. But in this case, they're all the same, and so I'll be able to show you how I would take that. So let's start to reconstruct this. So the first thing you need to do is you need to either or load the tidyverse, which is what I do for everything. Go to the library and add that, or you can just hit put in the Tribble package. Tribble package is part of the tidyverse, so if you have the tidyverse, you're all set there. But either or, it doesn't matter. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to type in Tribble, and we're going to take everything here in the pink, the numbers first, because it's less typing for me, and I'd rather do less than more. The format for the columns is the same. You have a tilde and test 1, comma, tilde, column name, comma, so forth and so on. So for every column, the format is going to be the same. Term, comma, tilde, name, comma, tilde, name, column, so forth and so on. '88, '85, and 1. 88 and 1. 74, 78, 77, and 1. And I'm going to hit the run button. And there we go. We have the beginnings, not the completion, but the beginnings of a tribble. Now I'm going to make some errors in here just to show you first timers what happens if you mess up. The mistakes that I make the most often is that I forget a comma. So let's take a comma out of there, and let's see what the error looks like. Unexpected numeric constant. It's seeing too many numbers. It's without this one, it's 1 and 88 are kind of bleeding together, or so I think. And that's the error that you're going to get. Let's put the comma back here. If I put it in the middle, what happens? Data must be rectangular. It's seeing this as one whole number, not 77 and 73, but 7,773. And it says there should be 1, 2, 3, 4 columns with 4 separate rows, and it's only seeing 4, 3, and 4. So it's making it, it's not, that's where your error is. Put it there. Let's take out a tilde, see what happens. Test 3 not found. Okay, because the tilde is not there. So those are some of the common errors that that you're going to find. So again, for me, it's misplacing a comma. Let's see what happens if I put a comma at the end here. I don't get an error. Okay. So you won't get, if you put one extra one, you're going to be okay. But it should end with the parentheses. Okay. So now we're going to go back to the top here, and we're going to put in the subject. Again, I want to put in a column called subject. Put in a tilde. Type in subject, comma. And I want to enter into the data. I want to enter in a column that says math. I'm using a Windows PC. I know the keyboard strokes will be different on a Mac, so I'm just letting you know this is what I'm using. I'm going to take the cursor and I'm going to put it at the start because I want a column which says math. And as I said at the start, because it's all the same, it allows me to do this. I'm going to hit Control and Alt, hold those down, and I'm going to take my down arrow key, and I'm going to go down. And now I've, whoops, didn't want to do that. Down arrow key. Start again. Down arrow key, I let go, and I'm going to start to type here a set of quotations, and I'm going to type in math. Now you see how lovely that is? It types the whole thing for you. The problem you got to remember is you're going to have to get a comma after the quotation marks. So I'm going to take my right arrow. I'm going to go over one. I'm going to put a comma there. And now I have something, comma, so forth and so on. Let's make sure I got that right. And I do. If we look down the bottom here, subject. There was one other thing that I wanted to put in. It's course level. Again, I want to make things easy for myself. I know that's not necessarily the order that I want, but I'm going to put course level in here, and I can move stuff around. Tilde, course level, comma. I'm going to go back over to here. Control Alt, down arrow, let go. And I want this in quotation, quote, CP, arrow over, comma. Hit the run button. There we go. And from there, I can use the tidyverse to select and change this around in any way I want. I'll do that now. Let's use Shift Control M, which gives me the pipe. I'm going to hit select, type in select rather, and I'm going to switch these around. I want column 2 to be number 1 and number 1 to be 2. So 2, comma 1, comma, and then rows 3 to 6. Oops. And there we go. So you can see that my finished product here looks identical to this finished product up here. They're the same. And so there you go. Quick little Tribble. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And have a good day. Thank you.